Not every outing we have with our camera is blessed by success, right? But it's nice being out nevertheless. Today is a perfect example. I'm exploring an area I've been curious about since I've published my Hannover is eine Hafenstadt video, and I do get some fantastic evening light, but somehow it doesn't blow me away. And still I very much enjoy being out and about enjoying this warm summer evening. Happy you're joining in. Whenever I visit a new potential photo spot, the hardest part for me is to make out a nice subject and a good composition. Now there is a pretty interesting crane located in the marina, but it doesn't separate from its surrounding in the slightest bit. And even worse, I realized the sun doesn't set right over the canal where I had hoped for it to set, but instead too far south already. Well, you gotta work with what you got. Alright, now this is not exactly what I had in mind initially, but this could be really nice. So the sun's about to set right behind that huge building back there, but that's not to say I can't shoot it in a way that it'll give me a nice sun star in the image.
Dass ich es nicht so fotografieren kann, dass die Sonne mir einen schönen Blendenstern ins Bild malt.
I'll have to set up my tripod though, as this is such a high dynamic range scene that I'll never get this properly exposed in one shot.
Ausgeleuchtet kriege, das heißt, ich muss
So I'll have to take multiple exposures and blend them together later to have a proper exposure in the final image. So by the time I'm recording this, there are 444 of you guys subscribed to this channel, and I couldn't help but notice that the videos I film here in and around Hanover do get quite the attention. They do get watched relatively often, and so that brought up a really important question. Who are you? Seriously, I'm happy for each and every single subscriber to my channel, and if you don't mind, leave me a comment where you're from and maybe how you stumbled across my channel. I'd really love to know. Either way, I'm extremely happy for all of you joining me on these pocket adventures, if you will, here in the city and around, and I'd really love to know. Are you from Hanover as well? Maybe from the municipality? From Lower Saxony? Are you from somewhere in Germany?
To those of you watching my videos in English, who are you? And where are you from? And how did you end up here?
When in the field, I usually tend to find one spot and stick to it all the time, beating myself up a bit why I didn't at least scout a little more afterwards. But sometimes, like today, I notice and deliberately try to at least look for one or two more spots. I did commit to the bridge as a vantage point, but I can look a bit left and right? So I guess the light's done for today. We'll see, maybe these street lamps are gonna turn on soon. That could get interesting too. But I guess that's it for today. It's beautifully calm. Over there is a wedding celebration happening on that restaurant ship. Their photographer came onto the bridge and we had a little chat. There's a small boat floating on the water. That's the smudgy spot in that long exposure I just showed you. Initially, I was bothered by the boat, but I think I actually like that they're the only thing that's moving in this silky smooth water. I don't know yet. If I don't like it, I'll clone it out, and if I do, it stays. I actually think there is a few shots to be had here. Guess I'll have to come back one day. And when did I not for once say that about a location I've been to? That I have to go back eventually. But it usually pays off. It very much did so in the Harz Mountains. I went there 3 times in total, and I guess that still counts as pretty successful, having been there only 3 times. But it's such a pleasure discovering places this way. I find it pretty lush right now. There's a couple of people chilling, someone's playing music, and the lights are coming on down there. I'll stick around a bit longer. Maybe this is a spot to shoot at night after all.
Well, it turned out it was it after all. Or to quote the great philosopher Thomas Heaton, it's never over until it's over. And this isn't just over yet, because with the approach in darkness, more and more lights come on and make for a few more night shots. The perfect shot? Not this evening for sure, but there was quite some nice stuff in it. But who cares? With a relaxed atmosphere like this, a lush summer night with a beautiful sunset and a cold beer, and there even is some live music from that wedding. With all this, should I really worry about the perfect photograph? I don't think so. Thank you for sticking with me this far. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, comment or share the video if you like. Now if you feel like heading outside, turn off the screen and grab your camera and go. And if not, here's a few more videos of mine, and otherwise I'm looking forward to seeing you again in about a month, give or take.